Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to Yak and Akwat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled Widening Wars, More Earthquakes, and RFID Passports. Alright, widening wars, more earthquakes, and RFID passports. So we're going to start off, we got some scriptures right off the bat. This is Matthew 16:1. And this is going to be a little bit of a shorter lesson, I believe, around 30-ish minutes. Alright, we'll see though, you never know how it's going to go. But this is Matthew 16:1. It says, the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempting, desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O you hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall be no sign given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed. Okay, so let's go back up to verse 1 where we were at and break this down. Okay, this is, this is in the modern times. All right, this is they came to Yahushua. Well, not in the modern times. We're going to explain that in a minute. All right, but Pharisees and Sadducees came. All right, and desired that Yahushua would show them, a sign, signs from heaven. Okay, and he told them, he says, in a roundabout way, he said, look, man, you can see when the weather, the rain clouds, when there's a running in, but you can't tell by looking at what's going on and seeing what times we're in. All right, so we'll read again what Yahushua said. It said, he answered and said unto them, this is verse 2, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. So look, you can say, oh, look, it's evening. Okay, the weather's gonna be good today. Not gonna be too bad. You can tell that. It says, and in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. So you can see, oh yeah, it's gonna be bad weather today because the way the clouds are. It says, oh ye hypocrites. What does it mean to be a hypocrite? Okay, hypocrite.
Hypocrite.
Alright, well, of course, someone who indulges in hypocrisy. Who would have fucking guessed? Can we
Hypocrisy.
get the word? God damn, I hate it when Google does that shit. Hypocrisy. It's someone who... a hypocrite is someone who delves in hypocrisy. Wait, who would have guessed? An idiot is someone who's dumb. Cool. Great. Helped out a lot, Google. Hypocrisy. Maybe it'll actually tell us what it means.
Hypocrisy.
Okay? Says the practice of claiming to have moral standards or beliefs to which one's own behavior does not conform. Pretense. Alright, deception, insincerity, falsity. So if I was to say, oh, you shouldn't eat meat, and then secretly I was eating meat, I would be a hypocrite. Okay? These people are hypocrites. Okay? And it says, oh, ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? And then he goes on to say, a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall be no sign given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. He left them and departed. So going back to verse 3, it says, you can discern the face of the sky, but can you not discern the signs of the time? So what Yahushua was saying, you can, tell when it's going to rain, you can tell when it's going to snow, you can see the, storm clouds, right? And that's how people are this day. In modern day, people, oh, look at the weather. You see the weather out there? You see the dark, it happens all the time at my job. They come in and the clouds be dark. It'll look like it's going to rain. I'm like, yep, sure does. But they can tell you that, they can see that it looks like it's going to rain, but they can't see, the wars in the Middle East and the wars in Europe, and they can't see, all these different things are leading up to, Yahushua coming back, all right, in the end of this world, all right, the end of, this kingdom, Esau's kingdom. They can't see that, okay? They can't see that. And all these things are very, very plain, man, okay? And World War III is going to pop off, all right? The mark of the beast is going to be established, and Yahushua is going to come back, all right? Famine of the word, all right? All the prophecies in between the major prophecies, all right, they're all going to happen, all right? They all have to happen. All the prophecies have to unfold, all right? That's just how it goes, man. Okay, but these people, they can see the weather. They can say, oh, it's going to rain today. Oh, looky, oh, did you see that thunder over there? Oh, we might have a bad storm coming in. But when they see these wars going on, they don't ever stop to think that, hey, man, maybe we're living in the end times of the Bible. You know, because you say something about the Bible, oh, I don't believe in that. And they usually they usually say, shit after it. I don't want to say it in the same sentence. I know the Lord understands what I'm saying. I'm just using it as an example, but I don't even want to have it come out my mouth. I don't believe in that. All right? And they'll call it shit or Jake, oh, that's a white man book. Or, they'll say, oh, that's so whatever the fuck they have to say. All right? It really doesn't matter what they have to say because they're a bunch of idiots. All right? They can see all the other things going on in the weather patterns. All right, oh, it's starting to warm up. It looks like for now, oh, it looks like we're getting closer and closer to winter. It's starting to cool off. Yep, that's true. Can you see anything else going around? And these people just don't get it, man. It's not for them to see. The Most High has them blinded. All right, they're spiritually blind. They're spiritually deaf. All right, well, the Israelites. All right, and then the other nations, they're just not meant to get it. They can't get it. None of them can get it. It's not meant for the heathens. They cannot get it. Okay, Jake is just blinded. They don't got it. Okay, they just don't got it. And even if they could have it, they wouldn't get it. They'd pass it up for money and hoes and clothes. All right, and that's just how these people are. That's just, and to us, and that's something you brothers and sisters have to keep into perspective, because sometimes we look at these people and we're like, what the fuck are you doing, you idiot? It's like someone standing in the middle of a train. You're like, move, fucking train's coming, you idiot. But they don't see the train, man. They don't see it. They don't see Yahushua coming back. They don't see the prophecies unfolding. They don't see, they don't see scripture when they're looking at these things. They don't see it, all right, because it's not given to them, all right? It's given to us, all right, and call all Yahweh Shem Yahushai for that. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai for that, because if we didn't have that, we wouldn't be able to see it either. So it's also apparent to us, but it's not to them. And you got to keep that in mind, because even when you're in this truth, you really, you can lose. It becomes so normal for you, right, to be able to see these things that when other people don't see them, and you're seeing these people, you're like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Can't you see? No, they really can't. They really can't, man. They really honestly can't. Okay, and it's a good combination of the biggest thing is that the Lord's not dealing with them, and the other thing is lack of intelligence that happens to be running rampant. All right, running rampant. And you say, well, what do you mean lack of intelligence? It's just, well, the thing is that, yes, 99% of the stuff is just because, the Lord hasn't poured out his spirit onto them and hasn't woken them up. But some of it isn't necessarily, we can weigh it through scripture, but there's certain things that even, Edomites in the world can get, the smarter ones. There's a lot of, stupid people in the society. There are Edomite conspiracy theorists, so-called. That's what they call conspiracy. There are Edomites who believe in conspiracy truths. I don't like calling them theories because they are truths. All right, because we deal with conspiracy truths, right? And there are Edomites that deal with conspiracy truths as well. Of course, they don't have the, we deal with it, us, Jake, all right, in this truth, we deal with the conspiracy truths on the level of we weigh them through the scriptures and, and through prophecy, right? These Edomites, they don't have the ability to do that. They still have the ability to see through this bullshit and lies that has been pushed out, all right? There are Edomites out there, and not just Edomite. It's most notably Edomite, so I'll just continue to use the example of Edomites. They're Amalek and Ishmael and, Moab and all of them that, I'm sure believe in these things as well, but it's a lot of Edomites, all right, right-wing Republican Edomites that believe, that know, not believe, but that know that, the moon landing was fake, that know that, the 9-11, all right, 11, all right, was a inside job, and it was a setup, and they used bombs and shit, and then, because you can, me and the wife were talking about it recently, and just about how they lied about, World Trade Center 7 going down before it even ever did. Okay, it was on the news, and it's World Trade Center, and it's not. It never went down. It went down later. They falsely reported on it. Okay, and the whole situation stinks. So there are people in the world that have a slight intelligence to certain things of worldly matters, but a lot of these people don't. So it does require a fair bit of intelligence, okay? And if you look at anybody in this truth, all right, and I'm not going to use myself as an example. I'm not going to big myself up. I'm going to esteem other men first, as the scriptures say. If you look at the apostles, the elders, or, brothers, or apostles, first and foremost, and brothers like, elders like Elder Menatazatbad, apostles, Apostle Dahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramallah. You can look at them and tell by the way that they talk, that the way that they move, that they are intelligent beings. All right, they're not a bunch of dumb nobodies. All right, you can, there's a joke by George Carlin. He said, he says you can tell when someone's dumb about, a couple minutes in, It says, let's see. George Carlin. I don't want to give away the punchline. Here it is. This might be it. Watch it.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
You can go ahead and check this out. It's true, because this guy, in his early age, he was more of a comedian. Towards the end, he just started saying shit that was true. So go ahead and watch this.
Did you ever notice that? How many really stupid people...
Also, we're not claiming to own any of this. We're not claiming we own it. We're just using it. Not making any profit off of it. Gotta say that for YouTube. Alright, so we're not claiming any usage of this. We're using this under the Fair Use Act. We are allowed to use this. These videos are not monetized. Alright, I'm just using it as a reference. So here you go.
You run into during the day? Yeah. Did you ever notice that? How many really stupid people you run into during the day? God damn, there's a lot of stupid bastards walking around. Carry a little pad and pencil with you. You wind up with 30 or 40 names by the end of the day. Look at it this way. Think of how stupid the average person is, and then realize half of them are stupider than that. And it doesn't take you very long to...
This is the part that I love right here. Listen to this, because it's true.
And it doesn't take you very long to spot one of them, does it? Take you about 8 seconds. You'll be listening to some guy. You say, this guy is fucking stupid.
Yep. Here's another one. This is my other favorite part.
Then there are some people, they're not stupid. They're full of shit.
Liars. Bunch of liars.
That doesn't take very long to spot either, does it? Take you about the same amount of time. You'll be listening to some guy and say, well, he's fairly intelligent. He's full of shit.
We'll leave off at that, but that's true, man. So you can tell when someone's intelligent, man. Okay? And you need a form of intelligence. Nobody in this truth is lacking intelligence. That's why I was mentioning. You can look at an apostle, all the apostles, all right, the elders, all right, and just as like George Carlin was saying, it doesn't take you too long to spot a dumb person, about 7 seconds. So you can look at the elders and apostles and realize these people are smart. Okay? But it's just the same way you can realize someone's smart quickly, you can realize someone's dumb quickly. These people in the world, they're talking, you're like, this guy's a fucking idiot. Okay? And when you hear the apostles talk, you're like, wow, this guy has a lot of knowledge. All right? He's spitting a lot of facts. All right? And he's backing it up with Bible scripture, man. Okay? And that's the thing. These people of the world, they're just dumb. All right? They're dumb, and on top of that, they're blind. And, you really look at these. So you got to keep that into perspective, man. All right? The Lord has blessed us with this knowledge. All right? And, the knowledge in both matters, all right? Knowledge in the scriptures and in common sense. All right? Because you can't be in this truth if you don't have common sense. All right? It doesn't add up. All right? It doesn't add up. This truth is for, what's the word? Scholarly people. All right? And people who want to grow and people who want to learn. Okay? And a lot of people out in the world do not want to learn. Okay? And that's why, they end up in this state where they can, they're spiritually blind, they're spiritually dumb. All right, and they wouldn't even believe you if you told them something worldly, as the scripture says. If you didn't believe me when I told you worldly things, how much more would you believe me when I told you of spiritual things or heavenly things? Roughly paraphrasing, right? So these people don't got it, man. They really don't got it. So you have to keep that in perspective. And I wanted to touch on that for a little bit. We're gonna move on from there, but I want to touch on that for a bit because these people, when you're in this truth and you're surrounded by, academic, scholarly people, okay, like the apostles, the elders, and the brothers that you're watching, and you're like, wow, and you got it, you understand it, they understand it, you got it. They're reporting on the news, you're reporting on the news, you got it. And then you see these people, and you're like, man, what the fuck? How did these people not see it? You just got to know, hey, you got to step back and look at it again because you got your special, glasses on. You need to take those off for a minute and step back and say, oh yeah, that's right. They don't have the Lord dealing with them. So they're really in a state of just blindness and darkness, man. They really have no fucking clue what's about to happen. And to us, it's so normal for us to understand and look at the prophecies and understand, oh yeah, that's Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that's doing that. And this is prophetic and that's judgment. These people don't see the world how we see the world. Alright, when Yahweh Bashem Yahushai poured his spirit out onto us, it completely changed our minds and completely changed the way we hear things, the way we see things, the way we taste things, the way we think about things. So we have none of the same matters of these people anymore. Now we can still talk to them, but when they say certain things, you're like, oh yeah, that's right. This guy doesn't got it. Okay, and it's a strange thing. You got to step back and realize it every once in a while, because sometimes you can be so absorbed in this truth that you forget. You're like, why isn't this guy getting it? Because it's not for them to get, man. Okay, and that's why these people they really do not see, as it's saying right here in Matthew 16:3 says, and in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the time? And they cannot see it. They just cannot see it, no matter what. All right, the whole CV thing. All right, we got to be careful, but they really didn't see that was a beginning of a prophecy of and plagues and famines, man. All right, and there's still plagues and still famines going on. All right, there's still places where people are starving, and it's all on a smaller scale right now, but all of that is eventually going to hit Babylon the Great, man. There's going to be plagues and famines and all that at the same time in Babylon the Great during Jacob's trouble. It's going to be awful. It's the worst time that's ever been, man. So let's move on to 2nd Esdras 9:1-2. It says in verse 1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So when you well, how is he going to do that? Well, if you go into verse 3, I don't know why I didn't get verse 3. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and we got to get verse 4 as well and continuing on. It says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. It says, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and the end is manifest. Okay, so, and you can look up that word manifest. That's your homework today. Okay, the end is manifest. Look up what manifest means. We've gotten it before. Okay, so yes, the Lord is going to begin to visit the world which he made. In verse 3, or verse 4, verse 3 as well, but verse 4, really the whole scriptures that we're getting are all extremely edifying. But in verse 4, it says, and this is wonderful, okay, because it deals with prophecy. 2nd Esdras 9:4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So before he did it, he spake of those things. All right, those things were written before they were done. It's just like as is now. Jacob's trouble has not hit yet, but it's written that it's going to happen. All right, prophets being martyred in modern society right now, all right, has not happened yet, but it's going to happen in prophecy. Okay, Yahushua has not came back yet, but it's going to happen in prophecy. These are written within the Bible. Okay, these are written within the Bible, and they have not happened yet, but they are going to happen. They are going to happen. Okay, and people don't understand that. People don't get that. Okay, these things, it's not like, oh, look what's happening. No, it was already prophesied. It was already written that was going to happen. Okay, you just couldn't see it. You just couldn't see it was all. Okay, but the prophets, they could see it. All right, the brothers and sisters that were, that had this knowledge poured out to them by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai could see those things through the prophets. All right, and through the what's the word I want to use? Through the Spirit. Okay, they could see and notice those things, but these other people couldn't, man. Okay, it's when you really think about it and you step back, you just gotta praise Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, and you really should. We're extremely thankful to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for giving us this knowledge, this truth, because without it, man, we would. I don't even like to think about it, man. Just remember how you were before you came into this truth. You wouldn't know nothing. Imagine in the state we're in right now, all right, through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and call all Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for that, having this knowledge, having this wisdom, this understanding, knowing his name, being a call upon his name, all right, because the name, the name is like a, what is it? The name of the Lord is like a high tower, the righteous runneth into it and saved. Okay, imagine not having, how do I want to put it into imagine all this information being out there and you not even having any idea that it exists. Just it's here. Imagine if you were on a conveyor belt, right? And there was a big guillotine coming out, whack, 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 and somewhere, on that conveyor belt, and you could reach it, there was a button that could stop it, but you had no idea where it was because for some reason you were blinded. You had no idea where that was. That's essentially what's going on, man. It's not that you yourself can stop it. I'm just using it as a reference. That's how it is with this truth, There's all this information going about, these people. Well, what's going on? Why are people like this? There's a whole book, all right, called the Bible that has all this information in it. But unless you have, the special, the decoder glasses, all right, you can't see it. And if you remember those, some of the older brothers, and I'm not older, but I remember they even had those when I was a kid. They're like red, yeah. And you'd look through them, and you'd be able to see a hidden picture, all right? And that's especially, we have these, all right, through the glory of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We got these glasses, man, all right, through Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Because other people, anybody can go and look at this image, but you can't see anything. And that's the way the Bible is. You can go and look at this, but you'll never understand and see the hidden words, man. You'll never see the hidden words, as you can see. You can look at this and be like, oh, yeah, I see it, but you don't see this. You're seeing two different things. We're over here seeing this, and you're seeing this. And we gotta, call all Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for that. To have that, that blindness peeled back from our eyes and removed from us so we can see what's going on. It's just a terrifying thought, man. You just got to think about that sometimes. It's a terrifying thought. These people have no idea what's going on. They have no idea what this war could possibly lead to. Well, some of them are, it's gotten so bad that now that people are thinking, oh, it could be World War III. Not, it's going to be. They say it could be World War. It's not that it could be World War III. It is World War III. It's going to be World War III. All right, one of these events is going to. It's just going to have to. All right, it's just gonna have to, man. Okay, and if by some miraculous reason, okay, the Ukraine thing and the Israeli war doesn't turn out, and I couldn't see it just going away and nothing ever coming of it. If it happened to, there's gonna be another one that comes right up, man. Okay, so it's not, oh, there could be a World War III at some point. No, there's not. There could be a World War III. There will be a World War III at some point in time. Okay, there will be. So we mentioned the earthquakes in that in the third verse. We can go back there. We got in the third verse of Matthew 3. Let's go and get it. So this is Matthew 16:3. It says, and in the morning, oh, it was actually verse 4. No, that wasn't it either. Come on. It wasn't. I accidentally closed it out. Second address 9 and... No, it was 9 and 3, Slovakia. Yeah, here it was. Second address 9 and 3. I had it, mind was all mixed up there for a minute. Second address 9 and 3. I knew it was one of the third verses. Second address 9 and 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. We're gonna, go through these quickly because I gotta go head down to the work site soon. But another one, man. Strong earthquake hits western Afghanistan. It says the quake had a preliminary magnitude of 6.3. The U.S. Geological Survey said, didn't this already happen? Well, yes, but also no. It says a powerful 6.3 magnitude earthquake struck western Afghanistan early Sunday, the U.S. Geological Survey said. And this was on the 14th, and, that was, I guess, last Sunday. It says, the quake, which was centered about 30 kilometers northwest of Herat, followed a series of powerful tremors that killed more than 1,000. It says, This earthquake was preceded by 3 other M6.3 earthquakes. 3 other earthquakes, man. 3 terrible earthquakes. It says in the previous days, USGS said in a statement, 1 occurred on October 11th, and 2 others occurred about 30 minutes apart on October 7th. Fucking crazy, man. Crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if there's another one. So that's going on. Fucking, and this was I guess this was the last one. On Saturday on the 10th. Okay, it says death toll rises to more than 1,200 after powerful earthquake strikes western Afghanistan. There you go, man. We already did a lesson on this one, but I guess there's just more and more after 3 more. They're getting hammered with earthquakes out there, and it's crazy that they're all 6.3. And isn't it weird? 6, right? That number 6. And look, first of all, 6.3. 6 3 times 666. How many earthquakes were there? Let's go back. There was 3. Isn't that interesting? Look. 3 other M6.3 earthquakes. Well, there you go. Take that what you will. Alright, who knows? It's just strange when you always gotta, wonder when they have that 6 there. Anyway, more about war, and this is probably, I'm gonna stop touching on it because I've been the last couple of lessons have been about this war, but man, there's a lot of prophecy, a lot of news coming out, and a lot of just information, and it's crazy, man. It's something you got to be mindful of. All right, but after this, I'm getting kind of done with dealing with war. Might go back and do something, anything, a lesson about adultery, or something, anything, man. But this is where the spirit's been. All right, just a lot of war talk lately. So it says, this is from Reuters, and I had to touch on this one. I just had to. It says war could widen beyond Israel and Hamas. U.S. officials warn the war could blow up and go multiple different places. It says Washington on October 15th, which is today. It says top U.S. officials warned on Sunday, that's today, that the war between Israel and the militant group Hamas could escalate into a bigger conflict across the Middle East, saying they were worried the Lebanese group Hezbollah could attack Israel's north or that Iran might get involved. Another set of U.S. warships has headed to the region in a show of force meant to prevent such escalation. You got America get involved in that, and then the Ukraine war, and Hezbollah, and Iran, and it's looking good. It's looking good. It says, if the scope of the war expands, significant damages will also be inflicted upon America, he warned. There you go. It says Sullivan discussed a new weapons package for Israel and Ukraine that would be significantly higher than the previously reported $2 billion. He told CBS that President Joe Biden planned to have intense talks on the package with Congress, which has been hobbled by Republican struggles to pick a new Speaker of the House of Representatives. You can go and read this all through yourself, alright, if you want. It's crazy. Significant damages will also be inflicted upon America. War could widen beyond Israel and Hamas. There you go. And you gotta get Matthew 24:6-7. You just got to. This is verse 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And man, are you hearing about a lot of them. You're hearing about wars in Israel. You're hearing about war Israel and Palestine. You're hearing about Ukraine and Russia. You're hearing about now Iran getting involved in Lebanon. And now and then you're hearing other things about, Russia getting in ties with China, and China's getting in ties with this, and then North Korea, and Japan. Hey, man, if you don't see it, then hey, that's nothing more than spiritual, a spiritual cause of someone's blinding you spiritually, okay, and causing your eyes to be shut. And hey, that's your lot, man. So it says in verse 7. Let's go back up from verse 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And because there's more things that have to happen, and through Matthew 24 on down, it tells you about those things, other things that have to happen. All right, it talks about, this truth going out as a witness before all nations, and then shall the end come, which is happening right now through the prophets, right? In verse 7 it says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." There you go. You have some scoffers, well, that's been happening throughout history. There's always been pestilences and earthquakes and wars. Cool. Well, for your sake, you better hope that that's the case this time. Spoiler alert, it's not. Luke 21:11 says, in great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven." Fearful sights, man. And hey, if you don't got it, you don't got it, man. We got 2 scriptures left. We gotta hurry it up. Oh, Slock you. Gotta hurry it along. All right, Alaska Airlines. Here's one. I got another article, but this one, I'd love to pull it up, but look. Oh shit. Okay, cool. Call all you how about me how shy. I was trying to get it earlier, and it blocked me. It wouldn't allow it. It said I went over my limit for the month. So that's great. Call all you how about me how shy for that. Here we go. We can read it now. Alaska Airlines launches NFC service for passport identification. So it says, for international travelers, the mobile Verify system from Airside Mobile means that passport identification steps can be bypassed, reducing the number of queues in the airport before a flight. It says the streamlined passenger check-in at airports, Alaska Airlines has released an NFC-based service called Mobile Verify that allows international travelers to complete their passport verification process before they even enter the terminal. Bear with me 1 minute. It says the process requires users to have the Airside digital identity app from the Airside. God damn, man, this can't be real. From Airside Mobile, take a selfie and access passport data by reading its built-in NFC chip with their smartphone. The data is received, verified, and stored on the user's phone. Once in the airport, they can move directly to check their bag and complete TSA screening. Alaska released the solution on August 2019. God damn. I gotta, bear with me, I gotta. Not the right one, give me a minute. There we go, boom. I had to take a. I had to save that. Because you never know, that shit might just vanish and all of a sudden it goes away. So there you go, man. And I'm glad we did, because it didn't give you that much information on just a little snippet. So call all you how about me how shy for that. And that's just, man, crazy shit, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I wonder if I'm logged in here. I'm not. Damn. Can I still, Nope. I'm gonna see if I can archive this. Can't. But there you go, man. And right after that, here's another one from Amazon, man. You can now buy clothes, fan gear, and more without waiting in line with Amazon's Just Walk Out technology. Damn shame. And yeah, it's, you're gonna. Didn't even get a good jersey, man. Seahawks, really? Radio frequency identification, RFID, expands the potential for checkout-free technology to clothing, soft lines, fan gear, and more. See how they're playing it? Oh, it's so simple. You don't even have to do your passport thing anymore. You just do it on a little app, and then the NFC, alright, and NFC is near-field communication. Alright, radio frequency identification can be interacted with over a longer God damn it. Come on, brain. Get with the program. RFID can be interacted with on a larger scale and further. It can communicate further. All right, it reaches further. All right, you can communicate with computers away from it and places way far away from it. NFC is near field. You have to be right up on it. Okay, you have to be right up on it. Okay. It says, at Amazon, we love innovating on behalf of our customers and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. From the day we opened our first Just Walk Out technology store in 2018, shoppers told us how magical they find checkout-free shopping. When people can, and everybody hates waiting in a everybody loves. I could speak, man. My brain just ain't working with me. Salakia, everyone. Hey, some days you just have those days. We're here still bringing out the truth to the best of our ability, right? Call all you how Bosh me, I'm shy for that. And Salakia for my brain and tongue not wanting to cooperate. That's just how it is. So, and when people hate waiting in a line, man. If you give people, all you have to do is get this chip and you can just walk out. Boom, you don't even have to wait in line. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna get it right away. They're not gonna even have any consideration. They're like, just fucking do it. Put it in me, man. All right. If I could just get my shit and leave, I'm a busy man. Well, it would help you with your business too. Say no more. Where do I go? That's gonna be these people, man. It says now the technology is a hit in entertainment venues, airports, universities, grocery, and convenient. Look, man, that's just about everywhere you would go. Entertainment venues? That could be anything. Movies, what do they call those places? Theaters, theaters, concert venues, airports, universities, schools, grocery stores, convenience stores. That's pretty much everywhere, man. That's pretty much fucking everywhere. All right. The only thing they're missing really is a car dealership. It says and stadiums across the U.S., U.K., and Australia. It says customers love to be able to grab what they want or what they need and get on their way without having to wait in line. And store owners and retail operators have embraced the cost efficiency and revenue-driving benefits of Just Walk Out technology. And there's another thing, less theft. Just Walk Out technology uses cameras, shelf sensors, sensor fusion, and artificial intelligence technologies like computer vision and generative AI to enable retailers to sell a wide range of products such as food, beverages, groceries, home goods, and more. Come on, man. Really? These people, man, it's just so good for life. It's just so good. It's just so good. I just wave my palm and that's it. Come on, guys. Really? Whew. Well, that's that. Revelation 13 and 16 through 13 and 18. You saw her waving her palm over, and now it's just, whatever. It's vein scan. It's gonna be a chip that goes in your hand, man. Verse 16. He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. I would like to buy this bag of chicken, please. Or bag of chicken. This bag of frozen peas, please. Sorry, you don't have the chip. What can I do to get these, then? Well, they have a chipping station just down the road if you'd like to get it. I guess I'll do that, then. That's what's gonna happen, man. I ain't getting that shit. I'm not taking it. And you're gonna have Edomites that don't get the chip. Because some people don't realize that. There's gonna be Edomites that don't get it. There are gonna be heathens that don't get it. Okay? It doesn't mean it's gonna, they're gonna be saved because of it. They're just not gonna get it. I don't want my government. This government ain't my government. I'm my own government. Me and my militia. Yeehaw. That's what they're gonna be like. And I'm gonna go back to my brother has a bunker and we have Cheetos there. And that's what they're gonna do. All right, but they're still not gonna eat because it says my servant shall eat. Okay. So, unless you're a servant of Yahweh Shem Shai, you're not going to eat or drink. Alright, in verse 17 it says, and no man might buy or sell. You won't be able to buy or sell without getting the chip. Okay? You will not be able to buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Verse 18, here's wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. There you go. And that 666 is written within barcodes, all right? And that barcode's in the RFID chip. We've done it before. We've talked about it. Look it up, man. Look up RFID MOTB and just type it in. Boom. Or just oh, you know what? Don't even do that. Just type in this. Search it. Let's see how hard it is to find out what the mark of the beast is. Boom. Let's see. What do we have? What is this? Oh, that's not what that is. Let's see. What else do we got? It's got to be something here. Oh, what is this? Huh. Well, oh, that's easy. RFID. Got it. Boom. Cool. This guy is bragging about it. I got the mark of the beast, and it will hold my Bitcoin. So, and that's not what it is. Okay, and that's just an injection. Okay? Look, man. You see how... Look. That's all you have to type. That's all you have to type. It's that simple. And it's not this. It is not this. Okay? That's dumb. Okay? I didn't get the fucking thing, and guess what? I'm still buying, and I'm still selling. If I wanted to go over here and open up, where is it? Amazon, and go and buy something, I could do it right now. Okay? I could do it right now if I wanted to. Well, like, not right now because we're in the middle of Sabbath still, but you know, if after the night came, I could go and do it right now. Right then, I should say, not right now, but right then. Okay? So, no, that is not what it is. Okay? This is not the needle. The needle doesn't look like that they use. It looks like this. Okay? And it looks exactly like that. And it's this weird little that thing. Okay? That's what it looks like. So, keep that in mind. People, man. Romans 13:11, then we're going to go ahead and close out. It says, and that knowing... You want to read up? No, we'll read down though. Romans 13:11 says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. And Jake is still asleep, man. It's high time to wake out of sleep, but those that are set to be asleep, they can only be awoken by Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, they can't just wake themselves up. All right, there's a lot of people going around calling themselves woke, and it's a fucking joke. All right, a rhyme intended. All right, and it's a joke because they think being woke is just, you know, adding more black people, so-called black. Well, no, they don't even say so-called. More black, brother, more black. All right, and that's what they're gonna stay, black, void of light. Okay, if you're woke and you're still saying black, oh, and Black Lives Matter and black people and black, you're still asleep, man. You're not woke. All right, because if you were woke, you knew that there's no such color as black. All right, do you look like asphalt? Okay, do you look like a Sharpie marker? All right, and what really is purple. It's very dark purple. Do you look like that? No, you're brown. So there's not black. What is black? Void of light. All right. So as long as you're using that term black, you're not woke. You're not awake. You're still asleep, man. All right. And Romans 13:11, and that knowing the time that now, and that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. In verse 12 it says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. It says, let me see. There's a lesson, Elder Manatas Atba going live, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, what does prophecy say? There you go. So, Slakia, for that interrupt, that was me getting sidetracked. Slakia, not interruption, not saying the brother interrupted us. I just got sidetracked. Romans 13:13 says, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying. But put ye on the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lusts thereof. Widening wars, more earthquakes, and RFID passports. You should be able to see, man. If you have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, and all sorts of alarm bells should be going off prophetically, all right, and saying, oh yeah, this scripture and this scripture. These people in the world, they don't got it, man. And hey, it's just, hey, I don't even have it. I'm just gonna close out. I ain't even got much more to say, man. If you can't see it, then hey, the Lord's not dealing with you. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing. Shalom.